Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the language of business. Today we're diving into a report from Duluth Holdings. And let me tell you, this report is more exciting than finding a hidden pocket in your favorite pair of work pants. We're talking about new credit lines, old debt disappearing, and a company strategy to keep the cash flowing. Duluth Holdings just got a new credit agreement. Basically, they've opened a new line of credit allowing them to borrow up to $100 million. Think of it as a bigger, better credit card for the company that they can use if they need funds. The deal is with BMO Bank NA, who's acting as the main manager or administrative agent, and some other financial institutions acting as lenders. This credit line is called a revolver because the amount available goes back up as they pay it down. This one also includes $10 million specifically for letters of credit, which are like guarantees that Duluth Holdings can cover certain payments. Now let's talk about interest rates. Interest is the cost of borrowing money, and it varies depending on the type of loan. For silver loans, think of SOFR as a benchmark interest rate. The rate is SOFR plus 1.5%. For base rate loans, which use the bank's prime lending rate as a benchmark, the interest is the base rate plus zero. Also swingline loans and other obligations, which also have interest based on the base rate plus an applicable margin. So what are they going to do with all this money? They're using it to pay off old debts, fund day-to-day operations, which is called working capital, invest in long-term assets, which is called capital expenditures, make strategic acquisitions, and handle other general company needs. Basically, they will use it for anything that will help them grow and operate. They can also pay off this credit line early if they want to, but there might be some costs involved, especially with the SOFR loans. This revolver lasts until April of 2030, which is when they will have to pay it all back or refinance. There's also a chance to increase the credit line by up to $25 million if the bank agrees and certain conditions are met. The credit agreement comes with standard rules about what happens if Duluth Holdings doesn't pay or breaks other agreements. To make sure the bank gets paid back, Duluth Holdings has put up pretty much all of their assets as collateral. If they can't pay, the bank can take those assets. This is all laid out in the pledge and security agreement. The company thinks this new credit line is a good thing because it gives them more financial flexibility at a lower interest rate. They can get money to build up their inventory for the different seasons. If you want to read the exact details, you can find the credit agreement and the security agreement as exhibits to this report. Because they got this new credit line, they cancelled their old one from May of 2021. So this new agreement is replacing the old one. Now, before we wrap up, it's important to remember that this report contains what are called forward-looking statements. These are basically guesses about the future, and they come with risks and uncertainties. Duluth Holdings warns that things could turn out differently than they expect. You can find more about these risks in their annual report. Now, what does this all mean for Duluth Holdings? Well, getting this new credit line seems like a smart move. It gives them access to cash when they need it at a better interest rate than before. This could help them grow their business and manage their inventory more efficiently. However, it's important to remember that taking on debt always comes with risks. If Duluth Holdings doesn't perform well, they could have trouble paying back the money, and putting up all their assets as collateral means they could lose a lot if things go wrong. Overall, this report suggests that Duluth Holdings is in a decent position. They're taking steps to manage their finances and grow their business. But like any company, they face risks and challenges. It'll be interesting to see how they navigate these in the future. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of business. Until next time,